What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Premier League predictions video. I'm here with Eric. Say what up, Eric.
What up?
And we just had another eventful weekend of Premier League matches. Looking ahead to these matches this coming weekend, I wouldn't hype it up again and say it's going to be crazy, but you never know. We've had some crazy things happen, so anything's possible at this point.
Yep.
So let's get right into it. We got Fulham and the Wolves. What you got?
So Fulham and the Wolves. So Fulham beat Brighton last week in a massive victory, 1-0. That's a great win for them. That gets them a little more space where they're at in the table. It puts them a little closer to the top five in case somebody falls out. The Wolves lost last week to Bournemouth, and they're kind of falling off this season. They're not really having the best of games. Personally, I just think that the Fulham offense is going to run right through the Wolves defense, and I think that, the Fulham midfield and defense are going to be able to stonewall Wolves pretty good. So I'm going to take Fulham.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Fulham as well. And then hopping right into this next one, Everton, Aston Villa. Everton was able to pull an upset a couple weeks ago. But I'll be quite honest, I don't think it's going to be enough against Aston Villa. I'm going to have to go Aston Villa.
Yeah, I think the upset you're talking about is 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, whatever.
Villa dropped a 2-4 loss to Arsenal last week, so not that unexpected. Everton took the win last week over Leeds, so that's good for them. They're looking to play. Quite frankly, though, I think that Villa's going to take the win in this one. I think that Everton's looking nice right now, but I'm going to take Villa.
All right, that's a solid pick. Yeah, I agree with that. So moving into another interesting one. This is going to be an interesting match. We got Leicester City versus Arsenal.
Yeah. So Leicester's been an up and down team this season. They lost 3-0 to United last week, and Arsenal beat Villa, like I said earlier, 2-4. Arsenal is the top of the table right now. With some things that have happened recently, Leicester is a real fluctuating squad. I think they have a chance to win, more likely to take the draw, but quite frankly, I think that with the form that Arsenal are in right now, I'm going to take Arsenal for the win.
Out of just results of all the craziness that's been going on, and it seems like a lot of draws happen, I'm going draw here. I think it's
a fair
just going to happen, so I don't know. May go with it. And then this week, Nobody's going to take a draw just because I picked a draw.
Yeah, it happens.
But moving on to West Ham, Nottingham Forest, what you got there?
So, West Ham, Nottingham Forest, I'm going to take Nottingham in this match. So, West Ham lost 2-0 to Tottenham last weekend. Not that unexpected. Nottingham drew 1-1 with City last weekend, creating that shift in the table, pushing Arsenal back into first, and really kind of showing people that Nottingham can play with the big clubs and can stand up to a club like City. So I'm gonna take Nottingham over West Ham this weekend.
Yeah, I'm also going to pick Nottingham just for those reasons you said against that Man City match, even though all it took was one shot to create that draw. I think they just proved that they can hold their own, so I got them taking this one. And moving on to the next one, we got Leeds United versus Southampton. Leeds United not been playing all that well. I think I'm going to go with Southampton in this one as well. So what you got?
This is a battle for relegation. Honestly, it really isn't going to make that big of a difference in the table, but for the teams themselves, it's going to really play a part in whether you stay in the Prem or whether you get pushed down next year.
Obviously,
after the season.
Us as Americans and all the Americans on Leeds, we want to see Leeds stay in it. But
I mean, if you look at it record-wise, Leeds have a 1-win lead over Southampton. They're higher up in the table. They're looking probably like the better squad. Southampton can pull it out. We've seen them do it. We've seen them pull some magic. I'm going to take Leeds though. Honestly, I think that Leeds are just going to play a little bit stronger and like they need to win because they lost last week to Everton, and Southampton beat Chelsea last week 1-0, but I don't think they're going to be able to ride that high.
Yeah, we shall see. Moving on, Bournemouth, Man City. Man City is kind of looks like they're about to take over, and then not quite out of nowhere. But I really don't see them stalling again here. I think they'll get it done against Bournemouth. I'm gonna go with a Man City win.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You're right. City has been kind of, like you said, stalling, and they have a tendency to choke in certain situations. City, like we said, drew 1-1 with Nottingham. Bournemouth took the 1-0 lead over Wolves last week. So it's going to be a interesting morale situation in terms of how these two teams are feeling when they come into this match. I think the City's going to try and push to make the comeback against Arsenal. They really can't afford to drop matches right now, so I think that City's going to take the win.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Crystal Palace, Liverpool. Liverpool looks like they're on the rise, making a comeback. What do you think about that one?
So this one's interesting. So Crystal Palace took a 1-1 draw with Brentford last weekend, which quite frankly shocked me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I thought that Brentford would take that match. And Liverpool took a 2-0 lead or win over Newcastle, which is really good for them in the season. But out of Prem match that I have to take into consideration is the Champions League match that Liverpool just had against Real Madrid. They took a 2-0 lead in the beginning of the half, lost the game 2-5 in Anfield. So, quite frankly, I'm looking at Liverpool and their spirits, quite frankly, being crushed right now.
Yeah, that's never good. So
it's tough to lose a match like that, especially when it really means a lot. So Liverpool spirits are going to be down. They're going to be tired as well. I'm, as a Liverpool fan, it hurts to say this, but I think they're going to take a draw against Crystal Palace.
I was going to pick a draw. We both got draw. Okay. Moving on to our final match and possibly the best matchup of the weekend. That's up for debate. But Tottenham versus Chelsea.
Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting game. So Chelsea dropped the match 1-0 against Southampton, which quite frankly I don't think anybody really expected to happen in that match. I think that everybody kind of expected Chelsea to kind of run away with that one, or at least win it. And Tottenham took the 2-0 lead or win over West Ham, and that was kind of expected. Tottenham have been in good form. I think that Chelsea's going to bounce back to what they should be, but I quite frankly think that Tottenham are just going to play better. I think that they're going to take the win this week.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough decision. I'm gonna just have to go as well with the top team, Tottenham, in this situation. Maybe Harry Kane will go off or something. Who knows?
Maybe.
But that pretty much wraps up our predictions. The other game that was up there, Brighton and Newcastle, was it? That's postponed, so that's going to be later.
And the United game.
Oh, yeah, and the United game. So those games aren't going to be involved this week. So sometime later on down the road, we'll see who's going to take off with the Prem. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get another interesting weekend of football. But thank you guys for watching, and like always, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to see more of our content, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.
See you.